Guten Tag, beer lovers, and welcome to another episode. Today, we're doing something very, very different. I know for David and I, we've been cooped up in our houses for months, and one of the biggest things that we miss are beer festivals. Well, our friends at Last Drop Beer Festival is hosting an Oktoberfest celebration called Droptoberfest, and it's virtual. So we decided we were going to take you along for the ride, so if you're ready, let's have some beer.
I'm Ben, one of the co-founders of the Last Drop Beer Festival.
And my name's Casey, co-founder and co-host.
Totally.
Yeah. So Ben and I met with we're both married to a Jen. We both.
Yeah, my wife's name's Jen, and his wife's name's Jen.
Yeah, it's a beautiful thing. But we met. It's all craft beer's fault, I think, is a good way to say it. We fell in love with Bottle Logic separately, but then that's how we met. It was a love of craft beer, and then bumping into each other probably one too many times at Bottle Logic.
I wouldn't say it's one too many times. I mean, look where it's brought us. We're true. Here.
One of the best parts about craft beer is that it kind of brings people together. We then decided when all of the world was changing, we were longing for those beer fests. And obviously the IRL events weren't happening, so we decided, we had seen a couple other virtual beer fests, and we thought we could probably get some real craft involved with those, and maybe even do a better job.
Casey kind of touched on this earlier, but we are totally about real craft beer and working with breweries in person, and that's kind of what sets us apart from the beginning, is that we actually interact with these breweries in person.
We're just two dudes drinking beers and trying to have fun, and we want you guys to have fun with us. Literally the social aspect of what we're doing. Our events are hosted live by us, soon to be our wives. Hashtag spoiler alert. Yeah, it's gonna be just a good fun time drinking beer. Nothing wrong with that.
Heck not.
Heck nah.
Hey, Casey. Zicka zacka, zicka zacka.
Oi, oi, oi.
Zicka zacka, zicka zacka.
Oi, oi, oi. Prost.
What's going on, beer lovers? Welcome to another episode. I'm Jeff.
And I'm David.
And as I was saying earlier, we are about to do a virtual beer festival, not just any beer festival. As you can see, I am decked out in my lederhosen. I'm ready to party. David, you're ready to party, right?
I'm ready to party.
So we got 9 beers on deck. They're all from some of the best breweries in the area, in my opinion. And they even stretch as far as Northern California. Some are Festbiers, some are IPAs. We even have a beer from a brewery that's not even open yet. So I hope you guys are ready. There's a lot of events that are going to be going on over the next 3 hours. Don't worry, the episode won't be that long. We'll just show you highlights. But we're going to be enjoying the beers. We're going to be playing trivia, listening to German music. There's some magic, interviews with brewers. And one thing that I'm actually really looking forward to is the log sawing competition. Casey and Ben actually went to each brewery that's participating in this festival, and people at the brewery competed to see who would get the best time at their log sawing. So I'm already going to take a little bit of a bet and say that Enegren's taking the cake, but I guess we'll find out. So we're about to start our first beer. Festival starting right now, so stay tuned. 3, 2, 1, boom, here we go. By the way, guys, if you see me pulling out my phone, that's because this is being live streamed on YouTube. You can only see the link if you bought tickets to the festival, but you can actually do a live chat with everyone that's attending the festival right here as it's happening. So you might see me pull out my phone, that's what's going on. Alrighty guys, so Enegren is actually from LA. They are a lager house, and this beer is their Oktoberfest. It is a Bavarian style Marzen at 5.5%. I have tried Enegren before. I have not tried this beer. David, have you tried Enegren before?
Not once.
There you go. And don't make fun of my pours. They're only going to get worse as the evening goes on. Hope you're ready, man. Prost, gentlemen. Prost, man.
Prost.
Prost, everyone watching. Oh, wow.
Man, that's smooth.
You get like the sweet notes of the Marzen malts, those German malts, but yet it's still dry and crisp like a lager. It's crazy. It's crazy because it's like bright and refreshing, yet it's still like very much like flavorful.
And it's not overly caramelized. It's very, very subtle.
Mm-hmm.
So you
Doesn't
get that,
feel like a real heavy beer.
exactly.
Yeah.
Because normally caramelization kind of leads to something that's dense. This right here, this just slides right down the gullet.
Oh man. Oi, oi, oi! Oi, oi, oi! I feel like like I need to be a few more beers deep to really get into that, man.
I know.
Hey guys, so we actually just finished watching a awesome band. What was it called?
Das Stubenbuben.
Das Stubenbuben, which means the bar boys or the pub boys. Really entertaining, a lot of fun, definitely got us in the mood.
Mm-hmm.
And we got to hear the story of Enegren Brewing as we're enjoying their beer, which was also very awesome. But it's time for another one, and we're gonna do some trivia right now. So the next beer up is from Smog City. It is called From LA, Wit Love. It is a white ale, so wit, obviously. 4.8%. Smog City, have you had any Smog City before?
I have not.
So, for those of you guys who don't remember David actually went with me to Belgium and Amsterdam last year. God, it's almost been a year already.
Yeah.
Which is insane.
Long time.
But he lives in Idaho, so he doesn't get all this fantastic LA beer, but he does brew his own amazing beer, so it's not like he's missing out too much.
And it's better, you know.
Yeah. So Smog City for me, I'm a big fan of their IPAs. They also do a lot of really big, high ABV beers. I don't know if I've ever had a wit from them. So we're gonna go ahead and try it, and we're about to start trivia as well. So here we go. Prost.
Toast.
Well, I mean, when it comes to wit beers, there's a couple things I'm looking for. I'm looking for a smooth mouthfeel and then those great like clovey notes from the yeast, and I'm really getting that. Little mellow orange peel in there as well. Mm-hmm. I'm actually, although I'm hoping that we get nice and buzzed by the end of this, I will say I'm actually enjoying the fact that this is 4.8%. It's very, very enjoyable. Well, guys, we just finished watching the interview with the owner of Smog City. Really, really awesome brewery. They donate 1% off the top of everything that they make to help preserve our planet. Amazing. And right now, we are watching this German dancing group. I'm not even gonna try to pronounce their name. And I told David that we would actually try to dance along with whatever happened, but we're watching this now, and it's not gonna happen. So
Yeah, it's too much knee slapping and foot twisting. And
yeah, I mean, I'm not buzzed enough yet. Maybe I'm guessing that's what it is. But I'm stoked though because we're about to start our next beer, and it's from one of my favorite local breweries, Bottle Logic. So here we go. All right, so it's Bottle Logic time, baby. This next beer up is called Orctoberfest. This is a fest beer, and it is 6.25%. So we are working our way up on the ABV. I'm actually taking David to this brewery tomorrow, so I am very excited for him to get a little sneak peek of what he's in store for. I actually got to try this beer last year. They had an actual Oktoberfest celebration at the brewery called Orctoberfest. they're big gaming nerds and science nerds and stuff like that. It's kind of where that reference comes from. But let's go ahead and check out the beer. It's nice. It's kind of a little bit lighter than like your traditional Marzen, but it's still, I mean, still darker than a lager. So
Yep.
yeah, let's dig in. Oh shit!
Cheers.
Cheers, Prost. Those malts are tasty. Mm-hmm. I will say I wish the finish was a little bit more crisp. But the malts are just sticking on your tongue even after you finish drinking it, which is really nice because the flavor is primo.
Yeah, I feel like this one lingers a bit longer, and I like that because it just sits there and you can kind of just play with the flavors as they, as you're tasting it. It's a little bit more nutty with the caramelization.
That's a good call, yeah, for sure. Shit, I gotta stop drinking it so fast. I keep forgetting this is a beer festival. It's like a marathon, not a race, so I gotta like slow down a little bit. Oh look, I'm on TV, guys. Yeah, woo! I'm famous. All right, so you guys actually missed round 1. I got 2 out of 4 right, but we're about to do round 2. All these questions so far have been Oktoberfest themed, so we'll see what's up next. Also, Aaron, the guy who is doing this trivia thing, he's got an adorable dog named Barley, and it keeps barking. It's hilarious. Okay, hold on. Oktoberfest wasn't originally a beer fest. What did it start out as? A, wedding. B, horse race. C, tea party. D, the Catalina wine mixer. Well, I know this one for a fact. It is A, it was a royal wedding, and it became a massive celebration that was weeks long and evolved into Oktoberfest. So I know this one for sure. Definitely isn't Catalina wine mixer, but god, that would be cool if it was. What I will tell you is I've been taking my time with my beer, and David over here is just enjoying himself so much. We're only 3 beers down, and we're getting close to halfway through this festival, so something tells me either we're way behind or we're going to be chugging towards the end of this, so I guess we'll find out. Oh, question number 2. During Oktoberfest, traditional visitors wear Bavarian hats. The more you have of this on your hat, the wealthier you are considered to be. A, ribbons, B, pins, C, feathers, or D, goat hair. I'm almost positive it's going to be feathers.
Yeah, I'm going to
That's the one thing that really stands out on the hat. I couldn't imagine it's ribbons because you don't see anybody with a bunch of crazy ribbons, or goat hair. Might have seen a pin on there, but I wouldn't see multiple pins.
Sometimes
So
they
I'm
have those
going.
like gold brooch pins on them.
Yeah.
Goat
What?
hair. D, goat
We
hair.
were wrong. It was goat hair. Okay, well, I was at Oktoberfest, and I definitely didn't see a lot of goat hair on any hats, but yeah, this is traditional, so there you go. Question number 3, it wasn't until 1892 that beer was served in giant mugs. What was the original beer mug made out of? Plastic, stone, wood, or wax?
I'm going to go C, wood.
Oh, glass mugs. Yeah, I'm going to say it's this right here.
That would be stone.
Yeah, this is stone. Well, technically it's ceramic, but
Yeah.
ceramic,
But they
clay,
do make
stone.
yeah.
I'm going to say stone. Let's find out.
Stone.
B, stone. Cool. Well, this helped a little bit. Thank God I actually went to Oktoberfest in Munich. Number 4, Oktoberfest doesn't officially start until the groundhog sees his shadow, a horse kicks a barrel of beer, official gun salute of mayoral cheers, or everyone is wasted. Well,
All of the above.
being there, none of these fit the description, but if I remember correctly, historically, it was when a horse kicks a barrel of beer. That is the first thing. Let's find out. Oh, nope. Official gun salute of the mayoral cheers. Man,
All right.
The only ones I'm getting right are like the obvious ones.
Yeah, official kickoff, gun salute. That makes sense.
Number 5, not all tents at Oktoberfest are for beer and food. There is one tent dedicated to another kind of alcohol. Rum, wine, schnapps, or White Claw.
White Claw.
Honestly, I don't know this one because I never found this tent, but I'm gonna go with wine.
I'm gonna go with schnapps.
Let's find out. Wine.
Wine.
Okay, cool. There you go. Another fun fact is at Oktoberfest, for people that aren't looking to get super wasted but want to look awesome holding a beer, they have a special beer called a Radler. And a Radler is basically half beer, half fruit juice. So orange juice, pineapple juice, whatever it may be. And yeah, it was dope. All right, so trivia's over. We're on to the next beer, but I still got beer left, so it looks like I got some drinking to do. David, you want to tell them about this one?
This is made by the Moksa Brewing Company. The beer itself is called leather drinking shorts. Gee, I wonder where that may have come from. It is a Festbier, and the ABV on this one is 5.8%. So a little lower than the wit beer that we drank. What was that one?
6.2, I think.
6.2.
Moksa, for me, most of the Moksa beers I've had have been IPAs or stouts. So I'm really interested to see how a Festbier turns out by them. But I do like the name of the beer, because they could have just called it Lederhosen, but no, they're like, let's call it leather drinking shorts. That's way more fun, and I like that. Oh, here I'm skimping on you, homie. There we go.
He's got to catch up anyways. So.
Yeah. So here we go. Ben, Casey, cheers. Those are the guys that are running this festival. And Prost.
Prost.
Yeah, I would say the malt profile is pretty mellow on this one.
Yeah.
I kind of wish it was a little bit more pronounced. But I will say it finishes nice and clean. This is bright and crisp. There's actually a nice residual hop bitterness on the back end too. I don't know if you're getting that. It kind of sticks around a little bit on your tongue, but I'm loving it.
Kind of like, if you were to describe it, I would say kind of like that tackiness where it just kind of like sticks a little bit. You're right. I would say the maltiness is on the very mellow side, but it does contribute to a very crisp finish.
Yeah, the finish is definitely where this beer shines. But regardless, this is a fun beer.
Let's go beer
Drinking.
all night.
Beer drinking. We'll have lots of fun. Drinking beer with everyone.
Let's go
Beer drinking.
all night.
Beer drinking. We'll have lots of fun. Drinking beer with everyone.
All right, check
Oh, hi, Poe. He wants to drink beer too. Alright guys, so the next thing up is a Stein holding competition, so we're doing it ourselves. We're doing it with water, because we don't have enough beer to fill one of these bad boys. So here we go. We're going to stand up. We're going to see how long we can do it. Arms straight out. Ready, set, go.
Oh, one dropped, two dropped,
Three dropped. They're dropping like flies.
It's getting hard.
Oh my god, I'm sweating.
No, I'm gonna stop.
Yeah, I can't anymore. Oh god. Oh, I don't know what the time is, but we'll time it. Enegren got first place, 3 minutes 53 seconds.
Yeah, damn.
Oh my god, guys. That Stein holding competition was a little rough. I'm ready to refresh myself with some beer. And last drop is sparing no expenses. We're actually moving away from Festbier for a second. we're gonna try Humble Sea's Full Sendrix. This is a 10.4% foggy triple IPA. And one of the really cool things about this beer is they're actually using Citra Lupomax. Lupomax is this new way that they're developing hops that just creates a higher efficiency out of them for flavor and aroma. And I actually just picked up some Lupomax hops myself for a hazy homebrew I'm going to be doing very soon, so stay tuned for that. But anyways, wow, 10.4%. You ready, David? Whew. It's time to go to the loony bin. What I will say is this brewery I absolutely love. They do amazing hazy IPAs, and I think David is in for a treat because I can imagine that this is going to be fantastic. I can already smell it. It smells amazing. Oh, first off, the color is beautiful. It is just thick, murky, hazy goodness. That head looks great too, man. Look at all those little tiny bubbles. Tiny bubbles in my glass. Smell it?
Yeah. Very aromatic.
Yeah, I'm getting like passion fruit, pineapple, peach, orange, tangerine. There's like so much fruit going on in here, man.
If they made this into a perfume, I would be all over the chick that wears it.
I feel that. I want a wax candle of this. Prost, man.
Prost.
I can feel my arm shaking trying to hold this glass after that Stein holding competition. Oh my god. Oh wow.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
This is good.
This is wonderful. So they have a live chat and we're all talking about it. So it's kind of cool because during all this they're actually like showing us Casey and Ben, the guys that put on this festival, and they're drinking it with us and talking about it, and they're sharing some comments from the live chat. It's really, really awesome.
On the count of 3, because this is the only word I wrote down, right people, right? This is totally the only word.
I'm sensing some shadiness going on here.
It would have been way
Casey,
funnier.
I
if it
need
was
you,
fart.
count 3, name the word that you were thinking of. 1, 2, 3.
Eat!
Ladies and gentlemen, eat is
Nice.
the word. Oh my god, he got it.
It would have been
First
even
try.
funnier if it still was fart.
Yeah.
Just because of the answers that he gave. That was great. If you fart at Oktoberfest, it's called a furts. Oh, that's great. All right, guys, so we're on to a family, the Hauptmann family traditional Löffel. I hope I'm saying that right.
The spoons.
The spoon playing music, and there is an adorable little kid, and I'm excited to see this.
He's got a better lederhosen than.
Yeah, he's actually got really nice, I'm not gonna lie. Oh my god, this is so awesome! Did they just said this is like a traditional thing?
Yeah, in southern Germany, Bavaria.
If anybody watching this knows where this traditional spoon playing thing came from, I mean, obviously it came from Bavaria, but I mean like who decided that they wanted to make spoons into music? Let me know or share it in the comments below because I really, this is weird,
Yeah.
but also it's kind of cool and this little kid is adorable.
He is expressionless.
Yeah, man. Oh my god, this is great! He's like, you know what? Screw this. I don't want to play with spoons anymore, Mom.
Straight up stop playing at all.
Oh my god. He's just watching her. He's like, whatever, man. I don't even know what's going on anymore.
Mom just drums him off of him.
Gross. Alright guys, so the spoon playing was a lot of fun, but it's time to drink more beer. Next up is a beer from Stereo Brewing right here in Anaheim, California. This is just called Stereo Oktoberfest. It is a Vienna lager, 6.2%. I love this brewery. It's one in Anaheim that is highly underrated. It's not the hype brewery in Orange County, but I tell you what, man, they do all styles and they do them all beautifully. 6.2%, still staying up there. Little Vienna malt, I'm okay with that. And by the way, we are, probably like 2/3 of the way through all of our beer.
Yeah.
And definitely starting to feel the buzz, guys. So let's dig in.
Roast.
Prost. Ooh.
Very good. I like that caramel fragrance.
Mm-hmm. Oh man, that's beautiful.
It is. Damn.
Yeah, that is an absolutely beautiful beer. First off, you can definitely get the malt profile on the nose by itself. It's super, super tasty. Man, like caramel, right? Is that what you said?
What amazes me is that the caramel smell, that's really hard to pull off. So when you actually have caramel coming off of it as a fragrance, but then you have something so light-bodied when you're drinking it, it's a home run. Hands down. It is so beautiful to drink.
Yeah, man. The finish is nice and crisp. It's a beautiful blend of like just a great malt body, and then you just get that nice crispy finish.
Yeah.
Oh man, I would drink this all day, man. This is my Oktoberfest beer. This one's definitely leading the pack for me.
This is for a lager. This thing is absolutely impeccable. I mean, hands down, I am impressed on this one.
Stereo, man. You guys just kill it. Alright guys, so this next event is a log sawing competition against all the different breweries that participated in this beer festival. My bet's on Enegren. What about you? You better hurry, because they're sawing.
Let's go. We're going to just stick with Enegren.
Alright.
They know what they're doing. They're German.
Well, they're not actually German. They
I
just
know.
love loggers.
But we're watching the video, and they're going like
Stereo!
crazy. Ooh,
Enegren was second! Stereo, well done, gentlemen. Wow. By 2 seconds. Cerveza Cito, third place.
These musicians know how to work it.
Oh, man. Wow, look at, oh my god, look at Bottle Logic and Chapman. Oh boy, they're having a hard time, aren't they? Oh, no teamwork, no teamwork. Alright guys, so we are on to one of our last 3 beers up. This is from Cerveza Cito. This is a brewery in Santa Ana, California. They haven't even opened yet, but Dave and I were actually there last night for a special preview, and we're actually going back tomorrow for like a soft opening. So I'm pretty sure we tried this beer, and we tried a variant of it as well. But this is Pina Rubia. This is a pineapple blonde at 5.8%. One of the things that the brewmaster at Cerveza Cito told me is that one of the things that they really want to specialize in is fun, flavorful, easy to drink beers that are extremely inviting to even the people that maybe aren't beer fans. So pineapple blonde, for those people that love their Golden Road Mango Cart corporate beer, I'm gonna say, pineapple blonde. Let's go for it.
Prost.
Cheers. Prost. Wow, actually, you know what's funny? The aroma is like straight up pineapple, and I didn't get that last night.
Yeah. Maybe
There's a
because
lot of pineapple on the nose.
We had small tasters that time.
Yeah, we had small tasters. We didn't get full pours of this one, but man, I actually really love that smell. Oh yeah. Why does this taste so different from the last one?
Couldn't tell you.
Yeah.
We did what was it? 5 ounces?
Yeah, we did 5-ounce
ounce
pours. This one actually just, when we initially tasted it, it just tasted like a blonde ale. There was nothing really like super special about it. I didn't really get a ton of the pineapple. In fact, I hardly got any. This, you definitely get it on aroma
Yeah.
and flavor. It kind of tastes like, if you guys have ever had those like Hawaiian crushed ice snow cone things and how they pump the syrup into the snow cones.
Yeah.
It kind of tastes like that pineapple syrup, which sounds bad because it sounds kind of extracty, which
Yeah.
in all honesty, this doesn't necessarily taste like natural pineapple. I could be wrong. But on a positive note, I will say that the flavor is actually very pleasant.
Yeah.
And for somebody who actually, I don't ever drink blonde ales, this is actually quite enjoyable.
My takeaway is a lot of breweries, a lot of small breweries will make blonde ales, and when they make a blonde ale, they add flavors to it that can often be overpowering. So I would say versus last night when we just tried our little tasters and this pour right here, the odor was pleasant and enjoyable. It wasn't too overpowering, and you can detect the pineapple, and it creates a nice refreshing flavor profile when you're tasting it. So it goes down smooth. It's not not a big buzzkill. I would say it's a decent blonde ale with a nice little hint of pineapple.
Well, guys, we're down to 2 more beers, and we're going back to Fest Lifestyle. And the next one up is from Chapman Crafted right here in Orange. And this is called Old Town Fest. This is a Marzen style lager. And it is sitting at 5.8%. This is one that they've been making for a couple years, and it's definitely been one of my go-to Fest beers when I'm staying in Orange County. I love this one, and it's pretty consistent. But David, you've never had this one, so I'm excited to see what your thoughts are.
I pointed out to him that it was its notes were floral, biscuity, and cheers or
Prost.
Prost.
Prost. Oh, yeah. Yeah, guys, this is what you're reaching for when you want like a really solid, like American / German style lager. The malt profile on this is absolutely fantastic. It's the beautiful mix of like, beautiful mix. You can tell I'm a little buzzed. Beautiful mix of just like those German malts and like lager crispiness with like a little bit of that like American feel too.
So we've tasted a lot of Marzen. We've tasted a lot of them tonight, right? And when they say biscuity, it speaks to me because this is a thick feeling when you're tasting it.
Yeah.
It's something that stays on your palate the entire time. So it's hearty. It is a hearty malt feel. I really like it a lot.
Alright guys, so we're down to the final beer. This is from a brewery called East Brothers Beer Co. This is their Festbier. It is a lager style Festbier. They're based out of Richmond, California, and this is 5.8%. I've actually never had a beer from this brewery before. This is a brand new one for me. Seen them a lot on the social medias, but I personally have not had the pleasure of trying their beer. So this is going to be a first for me, first for David, I'm sure. Great caramel, biscuity notes, definitely on the nose. This is wonderful. And it's also quite darker than...
Look at the amber on this.
Yeah, this is definitely much darker than just about everything else that we
I feel like there's a dinosaur somewhere in there.
A dinosaur? What? Oh, I get it. Yeah, Jurassic Park. Cheers, man. Cheers. Prost, guys. Last beer. I think it's just all toffee.
Yeah.
I'm just getting all toffee on the flavor.
Toffee being basically burnt caramel, it kind of tastes like it, right?
Yeah, it's not so much sweet malt. It's just got that caramel flavor without the sugar. Like,
Yeah.
if that makes sense. I don't know how else to describe it, but yeah, I don't know. It's good. It finishes clean.
I mean, caramel comes from sugar and butter, but if you cook it too long, you burn it, and the result is actually toffee, because it gives you a more charred taste. And it kind of tastes like that.
Yeah.
So,
I don't know, it's pretty good though. It's a good way to round this out.
yeah.
Right?
I would say it's not bad at all. It's not anything that's overpowering. It's very mellow. This is a nice little time for me to go to bed type beer. So,
And we're not done yet. Oh, you're in for a treat. Well, guys, we reached the end of Droptoberfest, and what a great time it was. We're going to give you guys kind of our opinion on the experience, talk about the good, the bad, the ugly, all of the in-between. But in the meantime, I'm pouring one more beer for us. This is from Bierstadt Lager House in Denver, Colorado, I think.
bonus round.
Denver, Colorado. It's a slow pour pils. These guys are known for their lagers. That's basically all they do. Very much like Enegren, which was one of the beers that we had today. So, do you want to start, or do you want me to start?
In terms of
Like what we thought of. Yeah.
I'll start. It was enlightening, right? So you go to beer festivals, and frankly, we're there to enjoy the taste and then get drunk, right? I've been to several beer festivals, and I like to taste all the different beers, but I'm pretty lit at the end. This is refreshing because we drank these at a much slower pace. We got to learn a lot of backstories behind the different beers, and honestly, the music was dope.
Yeah, the music was really entertaining. So, if I was going to explain what we just did, is it anything like a normal beer festival? No. No, it's totally not. It's something different. But that doesn't necessarily mean that it's bad. I actually thought it was a lot of fun. The way I would describe it is an interactive drinking experience. Have you guys ever had those, like, have you ever read a book that's like a choose your own adventure book? Or have you ever, watched one of those movies on Netflix where, like, you can, like, make a choice and, like,
Bandersnatch.
Yeah, Bandersnatch, exactly. Maybe not quite to that level, but the idea is like we're not with people, but we're interacting with them. I really like that the guys, Ben and Casey from Last Drop, they're showing the comments in the chat. People are interacting with each other in the chat. It's definitely like a very similar conversation that would happen at a beer festival or at a brewery. It's just not quite at a brewery. It's different, but it's actually really, really cool and really, really fun. I would say, one, beer selection, top notch.
Yeah, it was good.
At every single beer that we had, I enjoyed. There were obviously some standouts for me. I would say my top was Stereo. That triple IPA from Humble Sea was awesome and definitely a nice little break from all the German style beers. And for a triple IPA, it was great, but with this Droptoberfest theme, I would say that the Festbiers definitely are matching everything. But more than anything, I just think that it was really cool how literally every 10 minutes there's something new.
Yeah.
There was either a band, or there was trivia, or there was, beer reviews, interviews with all these different breweries talking about how they got started. It was all really fun. I would say if I was going to give a critique, all the interviews with all the different breweries were they were about 10 to 15 minutes long. They were a little longer than I would have liked.
Yeah.
I would say cut that down to about 5 to 7 minutes. That would have been a little bit better. And this festival did run over...
Hour and a half.
Almost an hour and a half. They're actually still talking, which I'm not mad at, but at the same time, it ran a little long.
I can't stress enough that it was actually a lot more interactive than I expected. So, to speak into what Jeff said, he was on his phone the whole time chatting with 80-something viewers.
Yeah, it was like 88 people were live and chatting.
I mean, they're sitting there, and Jeff asked me, what do you think your favorite beer is so far? And that was about 4 in. And he was sitting there chatting with them, and we were kind of collaborating on what we thought our best beer was so far. And it's really cool to do those things, right? And it's kind of cool to hear a little bit about Oktoberfest trivia. The band Das Stube Buben was phenomenal.
Yeah,
like, they were totally legit. I had to drop a tip to them.
They weren't like an EDM band or anything, but man, if you want pure Oktoberfest German fun sing along vibes.
Oh, it was beautiful.
Out of a score from 1 to 10, I'm gonna give it a 9. It's not perfect. There are definitely some things that they can fix and clean up on, but as a first attempt, holy crap, no lag, no technical difficulties, everything went smooth, and beers were great, entertainment was great, everything was great. So
yeah, I mean, honestly, when you're hitting the ground running blind like this, you would think that they're going to be like a 5 or 6, but they really did. 9 out of 10 is a very accurate depiction and review of what happened here. They did a good job.
Yeah. So shout out to Ben, Casey, and the Gens. Thank you guys so much for all your hard work. We had an amazing time. And guys, if you see virtual beer festivals out there, don't think that they're as awesome as this. I would say follow Last Drop Beer Festival on Instagram. I'm going to put their information below. Worth following. I have a feeling they're going to do more of these later because this was a huge success, a lot of fun. And you can do it, especially if you live in Southern California, or maybe even encourage some fellow craft beer lovers in your area to maybe try to take on the helm of what they're doing as well. I hope this was informative to you guys, and if you enjoyed this episode, please give us a thumbs up, share with your friends. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. It helps us get more support, more following, and it encourages us to make more episodes like this one. So, until next time, I'm Jeff.
I'm David.
And we'll see you again on Let's Have Some Beer. Cheers. Prost.
Prost.
Hey guys, today we're reviewing Magenta from Oxbow Brewing. I kind of just picked it up on my way here, and I'm forcing them to drink it with me. So if you want to see what it tastes like, stay tuned.